Most people think you need lots of followers or a huge audience to make a full-time income online. But I made my first $16,000 selling digital products with no audience. I had no YouTube subscribers. I had about 10 followers on Instagram and I wasn't showing my face. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact method I used to make that 16K without posting on Instagram or TikTok, how you can turn it into a side hustle that makes over $5,000 every single month, and a ridiculously easy hack to get your product recommended by AI so you can make more sales. Let's start with why you're finding it so hard to sell your digital product. That's because most people treat their marketing, so their promotion, like fast food. So you're probably using things like trending sounds, reels, and it feels easy at first. It feels fun, it feels quick, it gives you that instant hit because you get a few likes and a few comments, and for a second you feel good. But that type of fast food content burns you out on both sides. Your energy drops, you don't make any sales, and your audience moves on just as fast. And let's be honest, fast food never really fills you up, does it? It's quick, it's convenient, it feels good in the moment, but it doesn't really sustain you. But what actually does? A proper home cooked meal, something that takes a little longer to create but leaves you feeling full, satisfied and energized for hours after. And it's the same with your marketing. The content that truly sustains, grows your business, makes sales is the content that stays working long after you've created it. And one of the best ways to do this right now is with blog posts, okay? They're like your home cooked meals of marketing. They take a little bit more time up front, but with the strategy that I'm teaching you in this video, they keep working long after you've posted them so you can make sales on autopilot. But the question is, how do you even create blog posts that are not just going to get views but actually get sales, okay? And I'm going to show you live and direct how one of my own blog posts makes me money on autopilot. You can copy and paste this strategy for yourself. Trust me, you're never going to look at blogging the same way again. Okay, so here's an example of one of my blog pages. I've zoomed it in for you guys, and you can see here that I'm talking about how you can market with Pinterest. So I've created content really easily, most of this with AI, and I will show you how. But I want to show you how I monetize this. So the first thing that I'm doing is using it to grow my YouTube, and so you can also use Pinterest and blogs to grow other social media platforms. Please take note that I've got loads of freebie links at the side. These all go into my funnels, which I then upsell to make more digital product sales, okay? And so you can see I'm talking about Pinterest here. I'm giving a lot of value, and straight away, here's a link to my digital product. So I've given value, I've explained exactly how to do it. Here's a link to my digital product. Then I do a step-by-step. Here's another link to my digital product. Once they click this, they also go through to my digital product. So you can see we've gone straight through to my product here that they can buy. Let's go back to the blog post. And then you can see here, I've given them more steps. Now, not only am I monetizing this with links to my digital product, I've also included affiliate links. So I am an affiliate for Tailwind. This also is a way that I'm monetizing this page as well. And if you scroll down right to the end, I have other links in here as well. And so you can see there's actually 4 ways I'm making money on this page. 1, through my freebies. People go into my funnel. I then upsell them for digital products. I'm also using it to grow my YouTube, which is another source of income. I'm then using it to actually sell my main digital product, okay, which is the main source of income. And then I also have my affiliate links here. So when people sign up, I'm also able to earn a commission. Now that you've seen how one blog post can make you money in multiple ways, how do you actually set this up for yourself so you can start monetizing ASAP, even if you're a beginner? Well, there's really only 2 ways to do this, right? Option 1, you hire a web developer and pay hundreds of pounds to get them to build the blog site for you. Then you pay again every time you need an update. Or option 2, you can use an AI-powered website builder like Hostinger, which allows you to create a blog yourself in minutes, even if you've never done this before, okay? So here's how it works. If you click the link below, you'll land on this page, and I always recommend choosing the business plan because it's literally literally like $1 more, and you get all the AI features, including the AI website builder that will help you build this quick. Once you get to the next page and sign up, don't forget to use my code Rochelle to always grab a discount, okay? Now, once you've signed up, you'll get a free domain, which is amazing because normally you would pay extra for that, no matter what other platform you're using, okay? And so once you've got your domain, just open up the AI website builder. Tell it exactly what you want it to build. For example, a blog to promote my digital product business. And then you would say what type of business, right? And within minutes, Hostinger will create the entire website for you. It's fully branded, it's professional, and you can make any edits in the drag and drop editor and it'll be good to go. You can use this as both your blog and the site to host and sell your digital products and take payment. And to maximize your sales, I highly recommend that you choose the free .store domain when signing up rather than just .com. It's the most logical choice because .store gets on average 87% more traffic and 2 times higher ranking on Google. Your customers will also instantly recognize that this is an online store, helping you to sell even more of your digital products. And I really actually love using the AI writer to create quick content for the site, and this saves you hours. You can have it ready to go super quickly. And so if you're just getting started and you don't want to deal with web developers or complex tech, I highly recommend trying out Hostinger to get your blog live fast. I've included a link in the description box along with my code Rochelle that will snag you that 10% off, okay? But we're not done, because even though we've got our site, this whole strategy lives and dies on the quality of your blog posts and how easy it is for people to actually find them when they're searching for stuff relating to your product. Now, from everything you hear from here on out, most people gatekeep because it's still really new, okay? But if you listen to this and you start doing it now, you're going to get ahead of 99% of people, because the reality is the way that the buyers, that people that are going to buy your digital product, the way they find your content is changing. The old way was through something called search engine optimization, which literally was just a bunch of different techniques to make sure your content would show up in Google search results. People used to do this by adding lots of links to their blog pages, or they would hire an agency that would charge a load of money to do it for you. But that's changing, okay? That traditional SEO is dying and people just aren't using Google like they used to. Think about what you do. More and more people are just searching stuff directly in AI. They're asking ChatGPT or Perplexity or Google Gemini or even Claude, okay? And even ChatGPT launched its very own browser called Atlas, which is going head to head with Google Chrome. So if your blog post isn't optimized for AI search, you're missing out on a ton of people finding your content. And if people can't find your blog content, they can't find your products and they can't buy from you. So does this mean that all hope is lost and you should go and start posting 4 times a day and dancing on TikTok? No, thank God, okay? It actually means that you just need to learn how to make sure that your blog posts not only rank on Google, that's still important, but they actually get recommended by AI. It's very possible. It's so much easier than you think. You don't need a complicated strategy. You don't need to go and pay some expensive person or agency. You just need to structure your blog posts in a way that makes it easy for AI to understand, trust, and recommend your content. You see, AI doesn't care about how big your website is or how many followers you have. It's simply scanning the internet for content that gives the clearest and most helpful answer to somebody's exact question, okay? And don't worry, I am going to give you the exact AI prompt you can use to create this type of content in just a few minutes. But before that, you are going to want to understand how this whole thing works, because once you do, you'll be able to tweak and reuse this prompt to make as many sales as possible from as much blog post content as you want to create. And so here's how to write your blog post so that AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Gemini, and all the rest can find them and easily recommend them, okay? Number 1, you want to be super specific. You want to write for one person, one problem. Instead of how to start an online business, how to start a printable online shop when you've never sold anything before, okay? The more specific the post, the easier it is for AI to match it to the right person, okay? Step 2, make it easy to read. Use very short paragraphs, clear subheadings, bullet points. AI reads structure. If it's easy for a regular person to scan, AI will be able to scan it too. Number 3, you need to add real examples, proof, stories, screenshots, screenshots, any small data points that makes your blog post feel real and trustworthy. Number 4, you need to give your answers and solutions early in your post. In the first few sentences, start with the stuff that you know the audience actually wants to find. And then number 5, you need to add links to other blog posts or other resources, okay? This is a traditional technique. It was called backlinks, okay? But really it just means connecting helpful pages together so you can show AI you're actually reputable, okay? You're not just creating one post, you have other content, right? And so here's the prompt on screen that you can use to write these blog posts so that AI search engines will find them and recommend it, okay? You just need to copy this into your AI tool, make sure you tweak it for your business, your product type, and adding the keywords that you want to rank for. That prompt would also be below. And if you're wondering, okay, where's the best place to find these keywords to include, okay? I've got a very simple hack, is to open Perplexity, type in your topic and ask it for the trending high search keywords, okay? Perplexity is amazing at tapping into real-time search trends, and this is a great way to find keywords that are good for your blog posts and your YouTube, right? Another way is just go into Google and just type in your niche, look at what comes up in the autocomplete, right? You can see on screen, I'm doing an example here. These are the words that people are searching for. Make sure that you include these in your AI prompt so that AI can write an SEO optimized blog post for you. Okay, so now AI is hopefully recommending your blog content, but do you just want to rely on AI for sales? No, there's actually another strategy that will 10 times your sales using Pinterest. When you layer it on top of this, your traffic is going to blow up, and it works perfectly to promote the blog post that we created in this video. If you want to learn that, I highly recommend you watch the video on your screen right now. It shows you exactly how I use Pinterest to drive traffic to my blog and blow up my digital product sales. So I'll see you there.